Welcome back, everybody. I'm James with J&M Industries, and today we will be replacing the battery in a Macbook Pro A2251. So first things first, let's grab our 1.2 pentalobe screwdriver and remove our bottom case. And we'll grab our suction cup here. Alright, so we'll set our battery isolator to the side, and we're going to disconnect our battery data cable like so. Then we're going to grab our T5, disconnect the battery screw. And then we'll use our T3 and disconnect the trackpad cable. Like so. Now when I do battery replacements, I like to remove the trackpad. It is one extra step, but it's one of those things that if by some chance when you're removing the battery that your prying card gets underneath the metal where the trackpad is, it can damage the circuitry under there, and then you have to replace the trackpad also. So it's only less than 2 minutes to remove it, so it's just easier for me to do it that way than to leave it in. So go ahead and get this removed. Okay, so this is pretty easy. Just lift up. Now your trackpad is going to have metal washers on all the mounting points. Let's see if we want to try and keep those intact, so just lay it on a flat surface somewhere. We'll also give that trackpad a little bit of a brushing because it looks like there's crumbs and stuff. But typically, if your card accidentally slips up underneath here, you can damage the circuitry that's underneath the trackpad, and then you'll have to replace the trackpad, of course. So go ahead and we'll grab our battery kit. You can get these at J&M Industries 11.com. It should come with everything that you need. And the first thing we'll do is you'll get this blue paper towel. We want to put this over the screen like so. That way when we apply our rubbing alcohol, it doesn't sit on the screen and damage the polarizer. You also get rubber gloves in our battery kit. And 2 remover cards for removing the battery. And there's a isolator sticker inside the kit. I typically try to reuse what comes with the MacBook because it's a little bit stronger than what comes in our kit. Just readjust these screws real quick. We don't want to lose anything. Instructions with pictures on how to do it, and then you will get a battery, a plastic spudger, suction cup, and screwdrivers for the installation. Let's set that to the side for right now. And we got to remove the screws holding in the actual battery. What was that one? Oh, whoops. That's the wrong screwdriver. The battery board. And to make things a little easy on yourself, I remove this data cable. Alright, so we're all loosey-goosey, ready to go. The only thing our kit does not include is rubbing alcohol. I use 99% rubbing alcohol, and we just go right. Sorry about that, guys. That's what happens when you forget to charge your camera. I'll try and edit that out in post. So, on this center cell, I like to come through this way and apply my alcohol. Just kind of let it do its thing. Shut that back. Okay. Now for the fun stuff. We take our pry cards. And if we're lucky, which on this one we're not, because apparently the alcohol hasn't had enough time to do its thing, so put a little more in there. typically don't like to go from the logic board side just in case of any kind of slipping. Let's try the center cell first. Just take your time with it. Alright, so our center cell has released, which is good. Sorry about that, guys. I had a customer show up, so I had to help them out. But to continue on, go ahead and put a little extra rubbing alcohol under here just to get that glue loose. And we're almost done pulling the battery out. So get one in here. Alright, this one's proven to be a little tricky, but we're going to get it. And there we go. So we'll take our old battery and dispose of it properly. And what I like to do is remove all this old tape. Give it a nice clean surface for the new battery. There we go. And sometimes it's just good to start with the fresh edge of a card. Go ahead and grab some rubbing alcohol. Just get these tapes soaked with some of it. Okay. Go back again with our card. Okay. This stuff off. Alrighty. And the one last thing I'll do is just take some alcohol and go over it one time to remove any residual residue. Kind of clean it all up. That's actual tape. I thought that was residue. Now it looks like it's residue. Alrighty. So now that that's all done, one thing I do like to do, if I can find it, okay, well, I can't find it today. So we'll go ahead and grab our battery. And our battery does have adhesive tape on the back side. It's one of the reasons why I clean the surface, just so we get proper adhesion. Stuff over there. Now, because of how the battery tabs run, we have to be careful not to pinch them when we're installing the center cell. Okay. Go ahead and take plastic off. Like right here, this tried to come up. Okay. So then we'll take our T3, reinstall our battery screws. Make sure that lines up properly, and it does. Alright, so all we have left, we'll remove our towel. In fact, I'm going to clean off underneath this trackpad, just because this is a good time to do it. Okay. So with our trackpad, just kind of give it a little clean. Go ahead and feed our cable through. And just take one T5 screw. One right here. And finish installing the rest. Now all these going down the side are the same size, lengthwise as far as the screws are concerned. The ones that go across the bottom with the motor, they're shorter. Usually they'll have like a white or a yellow thread locker on them. I don't know if that's going to pick up or not, but just a little tip there if this is your first time doing it. Switch back to our T3 and get our trackpad shield reinstalled. Clean up the work area so everybody can see. Back to the T5 and install our battery screw. Redo our data cable and install our insulator. And then we'll put our back cover on. Before we put the bottom screws in, we're just going to check it real quick. Okay, we're pulling 20 volts and 1.3 amps, so the machine is turning on, and we got our apple. .5 amps. So yeah, we're pulling good charging amperage now. Eventually it'll get up to 3 amps or so. Yep. So, and that's Trackpad's working. Let's go ahead and make sure it runs off a battery. It does. So what I'm going to do is shut this down, get the bottom case screws in it. I'll leave it on the charger for a little bit so it at least has a half charge when the customer comes pick it up, if not a full charge. And that is how you do a MacBook Pro A2251 battery replacement. Okay. Oh, thank you for watching.